What's up, YouTube? This is Bystander X89. Guys, I'm coming to you with my first deck profile of the September 2018 format. And right out of the gate, guys, I'm going with Masked Heroes. Alright, if you guys saw the ban list, and you know Heroes got some nice things back. They lost a few things. They lost 2 copies of maybe a Heroes of, but it's not that big of a deal. As you can see, we got our boy Stratos back, and I had to bust out the Shonen Jump Ultra Rare just for this video. So without further ado, I'm just going to get right into it. This deck plays fun. Alright. And of course, off the bat, I run 3 copies of Destiny Hero Malicious. Alright, now Destiny Hero Malicious, awesome card. Get it into the graveyard, banish it from the graveyard, special summon one right from your deck, and then you can link summon with it, you can fusion summon with it. Hell, you could even use Mass Change on it to get out Dark Aura Anki. Awesome plays. Alright. And in this particular version, I'm actually running 2 copies of Bubble Man. Now, the reason why I'm running Bubble Man is because sometimes you need that extra monster onto the field just to go into your link summons. Bubble Man is a great addition to the deck because you can search them out using Stratos or even Shadow Mist when it's sent to the graveyard. Get into the hand. If it's the only card in your hand, you use special summoning it, which means that's an extra body in the field for a link summon. Or XC summon if you have these zones available. Of course, no hero deck will be worth its salt without 2 copies of Elemental Hero Honest Neos. This is the hand trap of the deck. Basically, send this card from your hand to the graveyard, power booster hero monster by 2500 attack. So awesome. And if he's ever on the field, you can send him to hero from your hand to the graveyard to power boost him. So that's pretty cool. And of course, 3 copies of Shadow Mist. She special summon. You search your deck for a Mass Change. She's sent to the graveyard. You search your deck for any hero monster. That includes Destiny Hero Malicious or Vision Hero Vion. You can only use one of those 2 effects per turn, but it's a good trade-off. She's an awesome card to have. Alright. And of course, we got some reinforcements from this year's Megatins. 3 copies of Elemental Hero Solid Soldier. Awesome card. Normal summon this guy out. You special summon another hero monster from your hand to the field, so you can make it Shadow Mist to search out your Mass Change if you need that. Just bring out Vion to bury your Malicious to get things going. If Solid Soldier is ever sent from the field to the graveyard by a spell effect, Polymerization, Mass Change, you get to turn around and go into your graveyard and special summon in defense position 1 hero monster. Boom. So it replaces itself when it's sent to the graveyard by a spell. Keep that in mind, guys. And of course, our boy Stratos in all of his ultra rare glory of his first printing. Whenever he summons, you either do one of 2 things. You either search your deck for a hero monster to add to your hand, or if you happen to have multiple hero monsters on the field, you can pop back row up to the number of other hero monsters. You don't count Stratos. So if you have like Solid Soldier and Shadow Mist on the field, and you summon Stratos out, or special summon Stratos out with an effect, guess what? You only pop in 2 cards in the background. Now, we don't really run that much back row in the current meta, but then again, things can change. And of course, we got ourselves 3 copies of Vision Hero Vion. It's the Foolish Burial of the hero deck. Summon it, send a hero monster from your deck to your graveyard. So Shadow Mist and Malicious are your 2 top targets. Malicious a little bit more because you get things going a little bit more. And while it's in the graveyard, you can banish another hero, search a Polymerization. So it gives you action to your fusion cards as well. And last but not least, I run one copy of Shan Squire, primarily because it's a tuner. It's a level 1 Earth tuner, and you can get it out easily with Isolde and tune it with Solid Soldier to make your Naturia Beasts, just to grind out your opponent's spells. Alright, speaking of spells, onto the spells. We're going to run the single copy of the Hero's Lives. Alright, it's down to one copy. I get it. With Stratos back, they don't want this card constantly dropping, being able to consistently drop Stratos like crazy. It's good in beginning, mid, and late game because it only pays half your life points, and yeah, I get the reason why I was hit. So you only on the one. 2 copies of Call by the Grave, the questionable hit of this list. I hope Konami releases a blog on their strategy site just to explain why they put this card on the 2. This is the anti-hand trap spell card. I don't know why they're not trying to do anything with hand traps, so it's down to 2. That's why we use it at 2. 3 copies of E-Emergency Call because it's basically the Hero Rhoda, the element of Hero Rhoda. Get your hero monster from your deck to your hand ASAP. Can go off. 3 copies of Mass Change turns an elemental hero monster into a masked hero, so you can do a lot more things. Get Dark Lore out, get Anki out, get Dian out. You got Monster Reborn in here because it is a combo extender and it needs to be there. Moon Mirror Shield, target for Isolde to get Shan Squire out. Side note, if you ever do draw into this card, just equip it to a warrior type monster you're about to link off for Isolde. Pay the 500 points to get it back to your bottom of your deck, and then you can just use Isolde's effect. Poly because you want to fuse sometimes. Rhoda because it's Rhoda and this is a warrior deck. And Soul Charge because, hey, recursion cards are great. Get multiple monsters back onto the field, and you can just rebuild your field. If it gets popped or banished, whatever. So I do run traps. 2 copies of Back to the Front because it's Back to the Front, gets a monster onto the field in defense mode. Whole idea here is to get more bodies into the field so you can link or Exceed Summon or Fusion Summon, whatever you need. 2 copies of Compulsory Evacuation Device because guess what, guys? Goblin Knight is bad, which means any co-link monsters can now be targeted. Haha! Love it, which makes Compulsory Evacuation Device a hell of a card to have in your deck. Set it. Even if your opponent has extra links, flip it. You can just get rid of problematic cards like Trigate or your Cerberus or the Phoenix. And now, if you don't like this Compulsory Evacuation Device, there's always Battle Guard Howling, but that requires you to have a warrior type monster on the field. Not that bad with this deck. They're all warriors. But it requires that warrior type monster to be targeted for an effect or an attack to activate. I mean, it still uses the Compulsory Evacuation Device, and it does hit with burn damage of that monster. It's just that I feel Compulsory is just a little bit more generic, and it's just able to get things going a little bit better. And of course, Recursion is a big thing in this deck because you have Call the Hunted. Why? Because we want to spam Stratos. He's back in the deck, we spam him. No, that's what we do. And last but not least, 2 copies of Solemn Strike because it's a counter trap, negates effects, and inherent summons. Alright, so that's it for the main deck. We're going to go on to the side deck. 2 copies of Dark Lore because it's Dark Lore, it's a walking single-sided microcosmos, and it also has that Mistake ability. So basically, every card your opponent sends to the graveyard is banished. They're not plussing off of it. And they search anything, they lose a card out of their hand. So yeah, this card is just beautiful. I have one copy of Masked Hero Acid because we do run Bubble Men in this. I know it's not very big with because of back rows, but let's face facts. This thing also can turn around when this card special summon, destroy all spell and trap cards your opponent controls, and if you do, all monsters you control lose, what is that, 500 attack. So not bad. I mean, it has simultaneous effects that go up because it has that, and if you do, type of clause in there. But you know what? It's a water attribute body 2600 attack points, so it's actually pretty good to have just to help you swing if you need a little extra power. Master Enki, because it can, when it destroys and sends something to the graveyard, you can turn around and just search out another mass change, and then you could swap it out for a Dark Lord, apparently. And of course, I also have Masked Hero Diane. Diane's pretty awesome with the inclusion of Solid Soldier in the deck now. It destroys a monster since in the graveyard. You get to turn around and special summon another hero, I'll get this right for you guys. Another hero, level 4 or lower hero monster from your deck, which is pretty awesome. That's Vion right there, Shadow Mist, Stratos. So you got multiple ways of getting him on getting those cards in the field. All right, for the polymerization targets, I do run Adoration. Target a hero monster on your field, and one of your opponent's monsters will lose attack points equal to the hero monster you targeted, which is pretty awesome. And in case of a pinch of those, you have Vision Hero Trinity, which basically, whenever it's summoned, its attack is doubled from its original attack, and then fusions. Yeah, the Suicide Summon card can attack up to 3 times during each battle phase. Unfortunately, it can't attack your opponent directly, but still, blowing through your opponent's monsters with 5,000 attack points isn't something to sneeze at. Naturia Beast, because you hate on spells, you shut down your opponent's decks. And of course, Evil Swarm Excited Knight. I love having this guy back in the extra deck, especially for the rank 4 toolbox. Quick effect that can actually nuke the field. Oh man, it's so great to have this guy back in the deck. Rank 4, they can just do that. It's great disruption. Awesome to have him back. Run Gaga Cowboy because, let's face it, the end match procedures are still a thing. Alright. I have one copy of Isolde. Summon her, search out another hero monster. Of course, you can't summon it that turn or use the monster's effects. Send an equip spell to the graveyard, and you can turn around special summon a monster equal to the number of equip spells you sent. So if we only have one Mirror Shield, you summon out Sheehan Squire. Downward facing arrows, perfect to get play started. Of course, we had Summon Sorceress in this. Awesome card. This is great in all model type decks. Every monster in this deck, in the main deck, are warrior types, so you could easily get them onto the field and special summon all of her effects. And then, of course, we have some rank 4s. Borlo, because it's untargetable, and it just can steal your opponent's best monster and just allow you to swing with it. I have Boral Sword Dragon in here, just to turn around and for a little extra pop power. The slice to your opponents. And one monster, the link 4 that I love making is Saruja Skull Dread. Even if you go with 3 different monsters, that extra special summon just helps so much, because it can help get things going a little bit faster. Not only that, but it power boosts anything that it points to, and this thing pointing to a Dark Lord and a Naturia Beast. Naturia Beast goes up to from 22 to 27. Dark Lord goes up to 24 to 2900 attack. So, I just recently got done test playing this deck, and I can tell you right now, I also had Adoration on the field, and that thing went up to 33. So I had basically 2000 body with Saruja, 29 with Dark Lord, 33 with Adoration, and 27 with Naturia Beast, all in the field, staring my opponent down, and they did not like that. They scooped right then. So, and that's basically it. That's my deck profile. Let's just get this up here. Alright, so guys, that's it for my Masked Hero deck profile for the September 2018 format. God, it feels so good to actually say that and get back to doing deck profiles. I was waiting for this ban list to drop. I can tell you right now, I am very happy with it. I got my boy Stratos back. We got a lot of different things to play with now. It's going to be a very interesting format. I can't wait to see how it all shapes up. Guys, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Want to see more content like this on my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, enable notifications so you don't miss any videos that I post. Guys, check me out on Twitter and Twitch. I'm Bystander X79. Please support me on those platforms as well. Guys, until next time, peace.